Welcome to Englesea Brook. When you arrive, you'll come to our car park where we have disabled parking. You will see we have a number of spaces in our car park. And at the end of our car park is our collection store where we house our artefacts. Beyond the collection store is our peace garden. There is a slope up to the peace garden and the store. We have a curb and a gravel path. By the side of the store, on the way to the garden, there are some benches to rest on. Our peace garden is a place to sit and be still and reflect. There is also an accessible pathway, although a very narrow gap, wide enough for buggies, but unfortunately not for wheelchairs. Next to the car park, you will see the graveyard. The graveyard is accessed down a pathway which is a little uneven, so care must be taken. Through the gates you will notice a gravel path that leads up to the Hugh Bourne Memorial. Care must be taken in the graveyard, as there are roots of trees and hidden gravestones, which can be trip hazards. But again, it is a place where you can sit and be. There are benches to rest. The chapel and museum is accessed over the road from the car park and graveyard. Care must be taken when crossing the road, as there are two sharp bends which can be blind spots for traffic. Cross the road to the ramp. There are rails either side of the ramp, and there are non-slip pavers. When you arrive, you can turn right towards the cottage. Here we have a patio, where again you can sit and rest, and where you can enjoy a cup of tea and light refreshments. To the left-hand side of the patio, you'll find the toilets. One of the toilets is accessible with baby change. The tea room and cottage are accessed through the white door. Here we also have a small gift shop. Here you can purchase souvenirs, cake, tea cakes, crumpets, tea and coffee, and hot chocolate. We have a high chair for toddlers, and we are breastfeeding friendly. If you come in a small group, you may use the parlour. We will give you a guide so you can access the chapel and find out some interesting facts about both the building and primitive Methodism. You can access the museum through this back door, and this will take you into the children's room. Here there are activities for children of all ages. There is a quiet space and dressing up. We change our exhibits every couple of years. We also have activity bags that you can take round, which helps to explain those things that you see. The lights will come on automatically when you enter a room, and if you stay still for long enough, they will go off. There are interactive exhibits throughout the chapel and museum. There are 2 steps down into the museum. This is where the main exhibits are. If you require a flat surface, you can enter this part of the museum through these double doors here, which are to the left of the ramp. There are places for you to sit and rest, and when you enter the chapel, you can enter via a ramp. There is lots here that you may see and touch. But in the chapel, there are stairs to access the pulpit, the choir stalls, and the gallery. The ground is carpeted, floorboarded, and stone. There are different smells in the chapel. It was built in 1828, so it may smell of old wood and pews. You can access the gallery via these stairs, but take care, they are quite steep. Up here you will find more information about primitive Methodism, and you will see the original box pews that were placed here when the extension of the gallery was built in 1832. Care must be taken, for it is a steep drop from the gallery. We leave the doors open for ventilation and for easy access. Exit from the chapel is via steps. You will notice that there is a shallow step here. Care must be taken. If you require flat access, then please ensure you enter and exit the chapel via the double doors here and the ramp into the chapel. If there is an emergency such as fire, then we gather at the end of the drive. If you have mobility issues, then please move down the ramp. The drive is gravel. In an emergency, we gather here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps into the chapel, and 1/2 step back down to the path, a step up, and then 2 steps up. You are then again on the flat. To the front of the cottage is the labyrinth. You are welcome to follow the labyrinth. This is a place of reflection. It slopes downwards to the bottom of the path. You can follow the labyrinth round all the way to its centre. The collection store houses over 5,000 artefacts. It is a humidity and temperature controlled building. This is generally not open to the public, but occasionally, if you come with a group, on special days, you may have access to it. There are 2 corridors with central display cases. There is an ambient temperature here. And again, it has its own particular smell, as there are a great many old articles housed here.